are back. Thank you, gentlemen. You know, my first guest, of course, from Goodfellas, Hannibal and Field of Dreams. Starting Friday, he can be seen in the brand new thriller Identity. Please welcome Ray Liotta. Yeah.
What are peas and carrots?
Peas and carrots, peas and carrots. That's what people say in movies. Stop wooing, ladies. I'm here all night.
It's for Joe.
Oh, yeah, it's for Joe. Yeah. Joe always beats me. No, peas and carrots, peas and carrots. That's what people do in movies when they're supposed to mutter at each other. It's an old stage trick.
Right.
Yeah, my job is to confuse the people watching me as much as possible. I'm Conan, by the way. Nice to see you. Yeah.
Right, Leon,
how are you? You know, last time you were here, you brought your little girl, your daughter with you. Yeah. She's very cute.
Thank you.
Very nice. Does she know what you do? Because I'm thinking she probably can't see a lot of the movies that you've been in. Does she, you know, she's not sitting there watching Goodfellas. So does she know what Daddy does? Does she understand?
She liked Hannibal.
Oh, great.
No.
I like it when your head was cut off, Daddy.
Exactly. Can I have some? Well, she does, like, I'll point out a poster, and, you know, right now there's the hand poster, so we'll be driving around. She said, oh, look, Daddy's movie. Oh, yeah, there's another poster. But I said I wanted to be on SpongeBob. She loves SpongeBob, so I wanted to be a voice on SpongeBob SquarePants. You know that one?
What voice would you be on SpongeBob?
I don't know, my own, whatever.
Yeah, Shellfish, the enforcer. Yeah.
Come here, SpongeBob.
Slapping around SpongeBob. I want the cash now!
And so I told her, I made the mistake of telling her that, you know, I was going to do that, and it didn't work out, so she's kind of disappointed every now and then. When are you going to be on SpongeBob? When are you going to be on SpongeBob? But it didn't work out.
Just point to his character and go, that was me. Yeah.
Right.
Lie to children. That's what I believe. Lie to them. Now, you know what's amazing? In Goodfellas, of course, you play mobster Henry Hill, and now I read that he's coming out with a cookbook, and he's touring around. Yeah. He's going places, and the whole point of the movie was at the end he's in witness protection. This guy isn't supposed to be anywhere. He's promoting a cookbook. Have you met this man, and isn't he going to be killed any day now? What's he doing?
Well, I met him right after the movie. He wanted to meet me, and he wanted to meet in a bowling alley. So, all right, I go to the bowling alley, and there were two guys, just like to say, their backs to the wall. He was with an enforcer, definitely.
Right.
And he called me over, and we talked about the movie. But I was promoting Narc, and I was on a morning radio show, and they wanted to play a game. A voice calls in, and guess who it is? And it turns out I'm trying to guess who it is, and I couldn't figure it out. And all of a sudden, he starts cursing on the live radio, and it was Henry Hill.
Yeah,
and
that's the big giveaway. That's his cute giveaway. Guess who I am? You know. So this is a guy who I'm thinking is, I mean, when he met you, was he happy with your portrayal? Because I'd be nervous that if he didn't like your portrayal, he'd have done something about it.
He was, yes, he liked it. He said something I can't really say. Thanks for not making me look as bad as maybe it could have been. Listen, did you look at the movie, man? You're not a very nice guy.
No. Yeah, why'd you point that out to him? I really didn't do any favors. You had a fairly scary experience recently in an elevator.
Yeah.
And let's make this a public service announcement. Why don't you talk about it? Because people should be aware of elevator safety.
No, I was hosting Saturday Night Live, so that was scary enough. And on Thursdays, as you know, it's a big, long day. So all I wanted to do was get home, 1 o'clock in the morning, get home to my hotel room, sleep, start early the next day, and got into the elevator, and it just stopped. It just wouldn't go. So at first, I didn't realize it. I didn't realize it wasn't going up. I had a lot of things on my mind, thinking about what I'm going to do on the show. And I realized after like a minute or so, my gosh, this elevator is not going anywhere. And I'm one of those people where I just start flipping out. My heart, I could think just right now thinking about it. My heart rate's going. It is, see, Phil?
Can't believe you let me touch it.
I like that. And finally, about 5 minutes later, it opened up, and luckily I had my lines there. So like whenever I'm in a New York elevator, I always like have to have a paper with me because
you really get that claustrophobic.
Bad. And I went out, and everyone thinks like I'm a tough guy, but I'm not. But I went. It was at a hotel, and the guys were behind the counter there, and I just went nuts. I pulled a Ray Liotta, man. I just went.
I like it when you say I pulled a Ray Liotta.
Because I'm not like that, but I just wasn't. No, I didn't know. I thought it was a truck backing up. You know, I'm hitting the buzzer and the ring, and nothing happened. It was very, very scary. The next morning, I have to wake up. A fire alarm goes off. I'm on the 40th floor. I said, well, I'm not going to take the elevator down, obviously. Walk down 40 flights.
No, you walked down?
The next morning, right as soon as I got outside, the Prada store next door had just gotten robbed.
Right.
So I figured if that happens, Saturday Night Live is nothing.
Right. Once you got through all that, you were very calm, and you did a good job. I'm curious, it must be hard for you because you have a certain image, and it's a great image for you in movies, but as you yourself, you just can't get scared. Like, if a mouse ran across the floor and you were like, oh! Like that, people would give you a harder time than they say they would expect it from me to behave in a cowardly fashion.
Yeah, probably if I did see a mouse, I would do that.
Yeah, but really? Because you're just...
I'm not... I just play them on TV.
So, your worst fear would be a mouse in an elevator, probably.
Oh, my gosh, can you imagine?
Oh, my gosh, could you imagine? Yeah. You're not living up to my image at all. Oh, my gosh. You're the... you know what's funny? You probably... When you took a certain gig doing a voice for Grand Theft Auto, the game, and you probably think to yourself... that, wow, all these guys just say, yeah. They're probably trying to make the show go with a joystick right now. When you do this game, people, you think, okay, I'm just going to do this voice. It's not a big deal. And then it became a huge hit, and it's sort of part of the pop culture now. Is that surprising to you?
Totally. I had no idea. I'm not a game player. I was never a Pac-Man guy when that first game came out. I was never into that stuff at all.
It's not cool to say, I was a big Ms. Pac-Man guy. I gobbled up all those glowing blue.
In terms of any kind of games, I never played any games. And this was like... It's just like it sold like 8 million units. It's like a $400 million movie. It's like,
it's huge. Yeah, it's like you're in a huge hit movie.
Huge. And it was fun. You're just sitting there cursing at people. So, it was fun to do.
Like, that's fun. You just went to a booth and cursed at people went crazy for a while, and they accidentally sent it to the SpongeBob people, and it went on the air.
But you got a lot of people play that game?
Oh, yeah. That's a huge hit, that game.
Unbelievable.
Identity. Let's talk about identity. This is, and I want to be careful not to give anything away that shouldn't be given away. I saw this movie, and it's a very interesting idea for a movie.
Yeah, basically what is 10 people on a very rainy night outside of Vegas end up at a motel because all the roads are closed, and people start dying off one by one, and obviously we're pointing fingers at each other. I mean, who did it?
Right.
And it's scary. It's great. And it's
You're a great actor, and that's your scary face.
It's got a great resolve, and you don't really see it coming.
Yeah, there's a very, and I don't want to give anything away, but it's got a very interesting, you can't really say. There's no way to describe it, and you wouldn't want to. But we have a clip here which I think explains itself, so let's just, let's show this clip from Identity.
Is he in there? Is he in here?
Ginny, you okay? What happened?
It's, one of the great silent film actors of our time. Identity opens Friday. Ray, we love having you on the show. Come on back. Ray Liotta, Bill Bellamy coming up. White Stripes, it's all good.